Most people thought Justin Bieber throwing a water bottle at paparazzi was just another celebrity getting annoyed. But the more fans looked at the situation, the more they started to realize this wasn't just about one bad night. For years, there have been moments where Justin seemed on edge around cameras, and the recent incident only made people wonder if something deeper has been building behind the scenes for a long time. The moment happened after Justin and Hailey were leaving Sushi Park, one of those ultra-exclusive spots in Los Angeles where celebrities usually go when they want privacy. From the second he walked out, Justin looked tense. He had his hand covering his face, pulling his sweater up like he didn't want to be seen at all. Hailey walked straight to the car without saying anything, keeping her head down, almost like she already knew photographers would be waiting. But as Justin got into the car, something changed. Right as he started closing the door, he suddenly threw a water bottle toward the paparazzi. It wasn't a huge explosion, but the gesture said everything. He didn't want to be there, he didn't want to talk, and he definitely didn't want cameras in his face that night. Online, people immediately started arguing about it. Some said he was rude, others said anyone would snap after dealing with that kind of attention every single day. And that's when fans started bringing up something Hailey had said in a separate interview that made the situation feel a lot more serious. She talked about a time when paparazzi followed her while she was driving, getting so close that she felt like her life was actually in danger. According to her, the person chasing her wasn't even a passenger with a camera. It was the driver himself trying to film while driving at the same time. She said the situation was so reckless that if her child had been in the car with her, she would have completely lost it. Hearing that story made a lot of people realize these encounters aren't just annoying. Sometimes they can get genuinely dangerous, and this isn't the first time something extreme has happened around Justin either. A lot of people forgot about an incident back in 2013 when a paparazzi actually lost his life while trying to take pictures connected to Justin's car. The photographer had been following Justin's white Ferrari and ended up getting out on the road trying to get a shot when an oncoming SUV struck him. When the case went to trial, the driver of the SUV was found not at fault, but the story shocked people because it showed how far some photographers are willing to go just to get a photo. When fans started bringing that up again, the recent water bottle moment suddenly didn't look so random anymore. Then there was another situation that made headlines years later. When Justin got into trouble after a photographer was injured near his truck, reports said photographers were crowding around the vehicle while he was trying to leave, and the space got so tight that one of them went down near the front of the truck. The photographer later claimed serious injuries and even filed a lawsuit, saying he needed surgery and suffered long-term damage. What made the footage uncomfortable to watch was how chaotic everything looked. Cameras flashing everywhere, people shouting, nobody moving out of the way. In the video, Justin actually got out of the truck and looked like he was trying to figure out what happened. But instead of helping, several photographers kept filming him the whole time. Moments like that made a lot of fans feel like the situation around him has always been more intense than people realize. Over the years, there have been dozens of clips showing Justin getting frustrated with paparazzi, and some of them went viral because of how emotional he looked. In one video, he kept telling photographers that they weren't understanding what they were doing to him, like he was trying to explain something bigger than just wanting space. Fans started comparing those moments to what happened to Britney Spears years ago, when constant cameras and pressure seemed to push things too far. Whether that comparison is fair or not, people can't help noticing how different Justin looks now compared to when he first became famous. Some fans even think the stress shows in small details. The way he hides his face more often, the way he looks around before leaving places, the way he seems tense even when nothing dramatic is happening. There are also rumors online that celebrities sometimes believe paparazzi get tipped off by people inside restaurants or clubs, which makes them feel like they can never fully relax anywhere. Nobody knows if that's true, but when you see how often photographers show up at the exact moment someone walks out, it's easy to understand why some stars start to feel paranoid. At the same time, the internet is completely divided about all of this. There are people who say this is simply the price of fame. They argue that Justin chose this life, and attention comes with it whether he likes it or not. But others say nobody signs up to be followed every time they leave their house, especially not in situations that could turn dangerous. When you think about it, living like that would wear anyone down eventually. Always being watched, always being recorded, always knowing that one small reaction can turn into headlines the next day. And that's why the recent incident outside the restaurant made so many fans uneasy. It wasn't just the bottle throw, it was the look on his face, the tension in his body, the feeling that this wasn't a one-time thing. When people started connecting the old stories, the accidents, the lawsuits, the interviews, and the clips from years ago, it started to feel like there's been pressure building around him for a very long time. Some fans think he overreacted. Others think anyone in that position would eventually snap. But what most people agree on is that the situation around him has never really been normal, and the spotlight doesn't seem to get easier no matter how long you've been in it. And after everything that's happened over the years, a lot of people are starting to ask the same question again. How much pressure can someone take before it finally becomes too much?